Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. As I said earlier today, it is 34 degrees Celsius outside. This is the first time in years that I've witnessed this, and it's definitely taken its toll on me. I'm sitting here, just the underpants, in office, as you know, like a real man. It's been insane, guys, but I'm completely happy because in the crypto space, everything is doing very fine, very bloomy, very hot as well, and so it's all justified that I'm sitting here sweating sweating off like crazy. But today I got a ton of tweets and every cool bit of information I could find for you guys to kind of stir away a little bit more from those price predictions, speculation types of videos, and just give you guys some really quality content, see how you guys react to it, and then we'll act accordingly. Still, guys, it still holds strong. Always, I think, if we hit 750 likes within 24 hours, we are giving away $250. Many people ask if it's fake or not. Well, we've not hit it in, I think, ever. So, if we do, I can definitely give that away. And all you have to do to enter is actually just comment down below. It would also be cool, though, if you press the like button and have the notification bell on. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into our content of today. Brett Garlinghouse recently declared he was long on Bitcoin. That is a welcome change from his unusual stance, where he's usually comparing XRP and BTC, claiming XRP supremacy. We're glad this is no longer the case because XRP and BTC aren't really competing technologies. This comes from Wise Ratings. And if you want me to cover your tweets or some of the cool tweets you find out there as well, make sure you just send them to me by just typing in a reply at the DustyBC. You can find it here. Just make sure you tag me in as many things you can find or the cool parts so I can showcase them in videos so you guys know, alright, so I can show them. Well, this comes from Wise Ratings, and why this is so positive is because Wise is quite a broad audience. A lot of people watch them on their website, and even these tweets, a lot of people just enjoy to see this type of stuff. And I think it's definitely a good thing for them to spread the awareness that Barry Garlinghouse is not only XRP supporter, he's definitely a crypto/blockchain supporter as well. He just likes to spread these things all around the world, and it's not only XRP like some people were thinking. He's also not bashing Bitcoin like some people were thinking, saying that XRP is really far superior. No, he's really being neutral here, saying that both these coins can coexist, and I think that's just amazing from a CEO of Ripple to say that. Alright, another article that I came across, or Twitter tweet, was most of us, or this is from XRP Productions, most of us came into the crypto space with Bitcoin. I personally did as well. That will probably continue for millions of people. But how long did it take you before you met XRP and ended up having the same conversation as this woman? And he actually, or she, whatever, linked a video that is called Farewell Bitcoin, and it is actually quite funny. Alright, it's a whole odd but funny type of conversation. Just it's more of an anecdote really of this woman, I'm assuming here, talking about how good XRP is. It's a fun thing. Not gonna showcase it just for copyright purposes. I don't know what I cannot and what I can show, but again, if you have some time left, it's just like a 7-minute video. Check it out. It's kind of funny, right? Talking about the benefits of XRP. Transaction only takes 1 second. She's in love and everything. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. XRA, John Smee, and another numbers 131-08865 put on Twitter, Bittrue is listed on Ripple website as one of the preferred exchanges to buy XRP. XRapid partner is on Bittrue's plan for sure. This is actually a cool hypothesis/statement. Bittrue and Binance CEO already confirmed they are working on this to be official. And now, I did not really see that, as he said as well here. Not really. Binance is too busy with his BNB and BTC, and hence XRP community looking at Bittrue, and Binance is like, what? Why not us? You know, this girl's like, why are you not looking at me? Why are you looking at that Bittrue right over there? But what I find funny about the situation here is that Binance, I think if they want to, can get this going really quickly, you know, with a snap of their fingers. But I think they're definitely too busy, but I don't think Ripple would have anything to do against partnering with Binance whenever it's possible. But Bittrue coming up, possibly. Do you even know? Right? I don't have any confirmations anywhere. But I definitely think it will be coming up relatively soon. Just because of this. I think it's out there. Right? Something else really cool I wanted to show you guys is the triple golden cross. XRP moonshot coming in a few weeks. Right? I think I might add this in the title, but I will not go over the chart, go over those hypothesis, speculation things and like that. just because I told you guys I want to stay clear a little bit from a lot of these price predictions and hypotheses, just a little bit focus more on news. So hopefully I can please some more of y'all. I literally read a few years and he read this wrong, but it says here triple golden cross is here, moonshot coming in a few weeks. It is possible, right? Like, golden crosses are most of the time really powerful, and what they do often do is really increase the price. It's of course what happens after a golden cross, not when a golden cross occurs itself. But now as a triple golden cross, could this be huge? Definitely. Is it going to be? Well, we don't know. All right, it's definitely seeable on the chart. It's when the EMAs cross. We've covered this tens of times in videos before, but I'm not putting too much significance on this for the first time ever. Just gonna see how it plays out, just because I know XRP is gonna rise like crazy anyway. Right? It's just a fact. At least that's how I'm seeing it. Guys, make sure you also are subscribed to my second channel. It is called Dusty. It is just for if something happens to Dusty BC that you guys are at least subscribed to the second channel so you can get more news updates. Now, okay team, here's my updated count, and it has been pretty spot on so far. And here's again a cool XPT USD chart. So this is literally what has been happening. Some of them are predicted and some of them are most likely just drawn in here, but you can see what the idea is here, and it works out greatly. But hopefully we're gonna see 57 cents in a snap of time here. Just a couple of days. They're expecting it to happen like June 28th ish, so it's gonna be 3 days. We're gonna see. Just maybe take a screenshot of this and see if this person was right or not. I'm hopefully gonna check back on this article or thing later. I don't know if there's any way to save them to a certain place. I don't know, maybe it's add to new moment. Is that a way to save tweets somewhere? Maybe I just gotta like them to save. I don't even know, but I'm hopefully gonna look back at this in a couple of days and see if this person was right or not. Because if XRP Charts was right, he deserves some credit for the work he put in. I'm actually gonna give that a little follow right there. Right? I actually should follow the people maybe that post quality content, but I don't know yet, guys. Should I? Imperator Emir XRP var Emrise on Twitter says fees for MoneyGram versus Western Union. Spending 1,000 Australian dollars from Australia to the Philippines with MoneyGram will cost you $1 and it will arrive in minutes. Western Union will cost you $4 and it could take anywhere from a couple of hours to a couple of days. And then there's a screenshot from MoneyGram saying that it will take a $1 Australian dollar transfer fee, which is like, how much US dollars is $1 Australian dollar? I don't even know out of my head, back of my head. And here for a Western Union transfer, it is taken $4 Australian dollars. This is based on if you want to spend $1,000 to transfer. So yeah, it's not that much. It's still both doable, definitely. But the problem is that here it could take 2 business days, and here it will be transferred almost immediately. Processing time in minutes. That's the difference, really. That's where the real money lies. Not in the cost of the transaction here, but in the speed. Even though it is 75% cheaper, though. Alright, now one of the coolest things I've ever seen, Amazon AWS partners with R3 Corda as hosted DLT. What's fascinating is how much their descriptions seem to emphasize the role Corda Settler would take using XRP. It even sounds like Ripple Press at points, all part of Kitao's plan. Well, this could definitely be the case. It could all be part of the plan, I'm going to assume. At least that's what I would call it. The settling mechanism that shall not be named. They could use GPI. GPI is not XRP. Notice the language is saying payments, not settlements. Right now, Zella can do payments, instant payments, and a lot of discussions are going on around that topic. But let's quickly see the marked areas. In the challenge section, processing international payments is inefficient and expensive. Solution: an efficient and cost-effective cross-border payment workflow and benefits. Corda facilitates instant and secure cross-border payments. Whoa, that's definitely putting some emphasis. On the contrary, though, one thing y'all should remember, R3 customers use Corda Settler to choose Swift or XRP. It's not Swift use Corda to use XRP. That's, I think, one of the misconceptions as well. One person said, no, that's not true. The Corda will be integrated into Swift DPI. Here's the link where Swift CEO explains. The link is broken, but I'm telling you, Swift doesn't use Corda. Corda connects customers to Swift. Blot it back and forward. If you have the exact answers, you can always let me know in the comment section down below, because if I'm saying something that is wrong, I definitely would like to know. But I also saw this tweet right here from XRP Neo, XP Anderson. Of course, they get the option. The system will have to prove itself over time. Something could go wrong that's not expected, and the fact that they will have the option is great news. Again, I have to like that one right there. A lot of cool content in these threads as well. If you scroll down, sometimes really a lot can be learned if you do. But that was actually a tweet from Galgatron, who of course I follow because he posts a lot of quality things as well. And there was actually a whole article about the situation, but I don't think that's what we need to do right now. Warren Paul Anderson, Warpole on Twitter, says, one of the most popular developer tools for XRP Ledger just got an update with a few new features. And of course, we're talking about the WebSocket tool update. Alright, it was already discussed a couple of times, I think, on the channel here, but I thought it was worth another quick mention. WebSocket tool update. As part of the recent site relaunch, the XRP Ledger dev portal has an updated version of the WebSocket API tool, and this tool lets you communicate directly with Ripple servers which power the XRP Ledger network. Among several of the improvements in this new version of the tool is that you can choose which servers to connect to, including the public servers Ripple runs, servers in the XRP testnet, or your own server running locally on your own computer. And this is where I was like amazed, like wow, you know, they actually can get this all done with this new update. It's crazy, like how good everything is getting on here. And this website is looking so easy, so simple. Like, it's so clear to find what you're looking for in here. It's crazy, actually. I never expected it would stay like this, or at least become something like this. Some two articles that I found here are something different. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's two things that are a little bit different. These are not tweets, of course. They're articles. But it was something that was really worth mentioning. Institutional investor purchases 10 million XRP from Ripple as market turns bullish. Ripple Inc. has again made an over-the-counter sale of XRP to an unknown institutional investor. The transaction amounted to 10 million XRP, which is equivalent to $4.7 million, and that was made over 3 hours ago. Right now it says like 6 hours ago, most likely. You can probably see it on Will or see what time it was, or XRPL I don't know what Twitter accounts. A lot of Twitter accounts that I follow post these bigger transactions as well. But this was worthy of news, apparently. You know, 10 million XRP most of the time is not that significant of a deal, but I think some people are putting some emphasis on this specific transaction. Yesterday, though, an unknown person moved 98 million XRP from Upbit to Bittrue, paying only 45 drops for it. Are you hearing what I'm saying right now? He just moved 100 million XRP. That's $40-ish million for just 45 drops. How much is 45 drops? 0.1 cent? I don't know. I don't even know how much 45 drops is. Like a small fraction of a fraction of a cent. You know, a very small fraction of a fraction. I don't even, guys. 45 drops is barely anything. It's almost ignorable. That's insane. That money can be moved freely like information. That's I guess one of the goals, right, of XRP and of Ripple, really, to be able to move money like information does with the internet right now. Being so ridiculously cheap, being so ridiculously fast spread, moving 100 million XRP in the glimpse of an eye, as always happens with XRP, for just 45 drops. That is not nothing, guys. That is definitely not nothing. Look at this right here. The owner paid 0.000045 XRP. That's exciting. $45 million. It's insane how little money you have to pay to send that. Like, that's almost a steal right there, right? You could just be sending money all day long, back and forward, and not even notice it costs you money, right? If you want to send this $50 million to 100,000 people, you would not even notice that you did so, because it's like cheap as can be, right? If it sends itself around the whole world 10 times over, it will cost you maybe like a cent, maybe 2 cents if you're getting really crazy. It's insane how good these transaction speeds, but definitely these transaction costs are. This means, oh wait, let's actually see it from here. XRP transaction cost is lower than our Bitcoins, of course. The transaction cost is deducted for every transaction purposely to safeguard the XRP ledger from disruption by denial of service attacks and spams. However, the deducted fund for every transaction is not going to Ripple Inc. It is being destroyed. This is actually something that a lot of people did not know about. It is not bad if you don't know some things of XRP, like some of these basic things as well. You'll learn them all along the way, so keep watching these videos and I'll teach you everything you need to know. This means every transaction made results in the destruction of a small amount of Ripple XRP. So you could also be seeing it in a different way. You could see like he's using $45 million he's transacting $45 million. He's only paying this small amount. If he were to pay, let's say 100,000 XRP each time he transacts that, which again a lot of people would still like, since 100,000 XRP is, let's say, $45,000, to move 45 million for $40,000, I think a lot of people would still say that's okay, that's doable, right? I still think so. It's like 0.1% maybe. How much is that? You guys calculate it. Whenever you're recording, things go wrong, all right? These simple, easy to do calculations sometimes go wrong when you're recording. It's really crazy how that can go. But this means that every transaction made results in a small amount of XRP being destroyed. However, note that the transaction cost increases as the number of load on XRP network increases. This is for every network. That's pretty obvious as well, right? I mean, the more busy it gets, the more expensive a transaction is, because the work is being divided in the proof of work. Normally, the work needs to be divided, and if there's a lot of things going on, it's pretty self-speaking, I would say, pretty intuitively. Normally, the transaction cost on the XRP ledger is around 0.00001 XRP, which is only 10 drops, but it may be heightened when the load is higher. And I think maybe for some other reason they're going for these 45 drops, maybe to be secured. I don't completely know. You guys can let me know in the comment section below why 45 would be better than 11 as an example, but we've definitely seen some huge transactions also be sent with just a even lower amount of drops. Then one other article that I found was Forbes analyst who predicted June Bitcoin bull run foresees 60k to 100k BTC price. Forbes analyst who predicted June Bitcoin bull run sees new all-time high. And one thing I find kind of annoying is that one of these predictors is right for once. He now predicted a Bitcoin bull run in June. That's completely cool. But most likely he also predicted another bull run in another month, or he at first was wrong. And even as all these bigger players in the game always say, or somebody like maybe Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, I don't even know, that all these analysts will be wrong eventually. Most of them, actually. Maybe I should say most of them. As there is going to be one point in the future where they're wrong. And in this case, he might be right for 7 times in a row, but then wrong afterwards. Right? And it might be the biggest mistake of your life you've ever made. Maybe you waited for 7 times before you finally believed that he was a very good analyst, that he knows really what he's doing. And then after the 7th time, he is wrong time after time after time. 50 times in a row, he's wrong. You lost all your money now. Could be. That's why I'm always a little bit skeptical about, believing people who are now just right once. Or maybe he's been right twice. Even then, it could just be lucky. You really don't know if you should put some value to an analyst being right. And that's why I don't really like all those CNBC analysts that you see, and don't really believe their analysis anyway, because first of all, most likely they have a benefit from saying what they're saying, and second of all, I'm not feeling that. They could just be wrong. They might have the best analysis in the world. Sounds logical to the ear, but they most likely thought about that as well to make it sound a little bit logical, and could just be BS. And if you look back at CNBC, all those forecasts, and just start to look at all the predictions that people have made, you'll notice that 90% of them are wrong. It's just plain simple. He says Facebook's Libra performance, Walmart, and some other institutions will trigger a massive bull run. Facebook's Libra, of course, we've been talking about that for days now. It's really been pushing around in the crypto space. And now Walmart with VeChain, as I did a video about earlier this morning, has also been insanely trending in the crypto space. It was crazy, guys. It's been really crazy. And to quickly end off with VeChain here, as we're talking about Walmart. Loma Crypto says, wow, where's Coca-Cola kid when you need him? And this is actually, again, the Walmart Zhonghua, the China Walmart part, where they were actually announcing the Walmart China X PWCX VeChain type of partnership. But I'm wondering, what does he mean with where's the Cola kid when you need him? I actually don't get the thing he's trying to say. You guys let me know in the comment section down below if you know what he's referring to, though. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe it's simple. Frig if I know. But thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day.